has a very special person. He's outside with her right now.
WYNY, New York 97 FM.
Zach, who is Victoria Lord Riley on One Life to Live. Francesca James, who was Kitty Tyler, but who is now Kelly Coe. Francesca, John, Seneca, Kelly, Victoria.
Very good.
You left one terrific. You left one out.
Kitty or Kelly.
This used to be Marcy Wade on One Life to Live.
Wasn't she trying to do a number on you, drive you crazy?
When I came on the show, she was my secretary, and she was in love with the man that I was in love with, and she determined the only way to get him was to drive me crazy, and she set about to do that. She was marvelous, absolutely sensational. She was so evil and so bad. Unfortunately, she was so bad that they had to kill her.
They shot me over a period of 4 days.
It took 4 days, really.
But now, Francesca, you did get killed off in one of the soaps, didn't you?
Two of them. That one.
That one and the one you're doing now.
Yes, right.
What happened? Give imitations.
Yeah.
Like Nancy Parker.
No, not as good.
But you sing.
Yeah.
I've heard you sing on the daytime soap opera.
Oh,
did you know, but she didn't make it?
She didn't make it, poor Nell, no.
Was it your poor technique, or what was it?
Oh, no. You see, she had an aneurysm that was at the juncture of 3 arteries. And it was, well, you know, you're married to a doctor.
But you sound like a
Nancy?
No.
This was the other one. Oh, another one.
Right,
So
and it was inoperable. And we all knew it was inoperable.
Yeah.
But then when it burst, in desperation, I tried to save her life and instead turned her into a vegetative state.
Did you pull the plug?
You bet, yeah.
What kind of mail did you get about that?
Very little, really, because I think the audience was, they said, well, she can't think, she can't talk, she really isn't functioning as a human being, and it's really the humane thing to do. And she had also requested it. She said, if that ever happens to me, please do it. So it really wasn't that controversial.
Now, Gillian is your new wife.
Jillian.
Or
Gillian, I like that.
Jillian. I like Jillian better.
Okay.
Jillian.
Yeah.
She's beautiful. What's her name in real life?
Her name is Nancy Addison, and she is lovely.
She's having a lot of problems.
Boy,
Jillian, isn't she?
Yeah, she's well, first of all, we lost the baby, which
it was in the accident or something.
Heavy stuff, yeah. And then, I mean, really a lot of mail, and that really affected the people, because they loved the little kid.
But the thing is...
Now she's...
And he had started on Broadway years ago, but now he's been doing a lot of films. In fact, he just finished a film for Paul Schrader, American Gigolo. But unfortunately, all that shoots in California. So we live a long-distance marriage. We commute back and forth as much as we can. We keep a place out there and an apartment here. And we run up a lot of phone bills.
I know.
Oh, I tell you, we never write letters, but we run up an awful lot of phone bills.
But how does that affect the marriage? I mean, does it seem like you're dating every time you see each other?
Yeah, in a way, yes. Every time we see each other, you get all excited. You say, oh, I'm going to fly out there, wonderful. And then it takes you 3 days to get used to each other again. And you think, oh, I forgot he does this way. And, and he gets used to sleeping in the bed all by himself, right? So he's all over the place, and I got no room. But, of course, I do the same thing in New York. But then after a couple of days, it's all very nice, and we settle down and we calm down. And if we're together more than 2 weeks, we think it's already a long marriage.
But he has an advantage because he can see you.
That's true. That's true. He can, except that he's usually working.
Oh, he doesn't want to say.
On movie studios, they don't have television.
Everybody always asks, what are the soap people really about? I mean, are they really nice? Erika doesn't remember this, but I had a little mini-series when I worked in a station in Boston to come up here and be on One Life to Live. This is before you and Lee Patterson got married.
On the show, that's right.
What's Lee's character's name?
Joe Riley.
Before you and Joe Riley got married. She is so nice. She was so nice to me, so unpretentious. Right after the show, I went out, and your fan club was waiting. You all have fan clubs.
Yeah.
What kind of mail do you get, Francesca?
Well, before when I was playing Kitty, I used to get terrific letters. Now I get very strange letters. I get letters that say, why couldn't they get an actress who looks more like Francesca James to play Kelly?
Tell me something. Do you all watch each other's soaps? I mean, do you watch?
I do.
What soap do you watch?
Well, I tell you why. In our makeup room, we have a television set that's on from morning till night, and it's usually on ABC. Right. So I know exactly what's going on their soap. Their soap is a little harder to catch, Ryan's Hope, because it's at our lunchtime, and sometimes I'm not there, which is why I thought you had operated. I knew you had operated on Jillian, your present wife, and I thought you'd killed her, and I hadn't seen that. But I watch all my children most of the time.
And my wife
so I know what's keeping
my wife is in all my children.
That's right.
Sandy.
And Darren Kelly. You know
That's
Darren
right.
Kelly?
Sure.
Say hello to him for me.
Sure.
You know what? Earlier, I have to break this up just for a moment, because earlier in the show I said we would open up the phones, we want to hear from you. But this time, just specifically on the soaps, you talk to John, Erika, and Francesca, and we'll be right back. Here, Francesca James and John Gabriel, and your questions. Good morning. You're in AM New York.
Yes, good morning.
Hi.
Hi. Jan, John, I'm sorry, but I really don't want to say this.
Oh, say it.
Oh, okay. Number one, I like you very much.
Thank you.
I really don't like what you did to Jill. Yes, I am very mad.
I saved her life.
Step away, and now you have her with a bad memory. She keep remembering. It's very bad.
You didn't say
What?
life.
Remember, I don't understand. What don't you like? What did I do? You mean because not because of the operation?
Before she came home,
Oh, you mean not letting her see Frank? Was that it?
you got rid of all this stuff.
Oh, that.
What stuff?
Yeah. No, what happened was I got rid of all of Edmund's things because I didn't want... You see, Jillian... we lost the baby, and all of his things were still in the apartment. She was in the hospital, and she was coming home. And I agree with you. I think I made a mistake.
Oh, wait a minute. Is it
I got
right?
rid of all of her stuff so that...
I don't think many people do they?
Well, see what it is, I can't understand. I thought, when I was watching it, many, many years ago, that the mother-in-law actually killed the father.
Well, I tell you, she's not my mother-in-law, she's my stepmother. And she did, in a way, she didn't really kill him, but she stood by and watched and didn't do anything to help him. So, in effect, that would be the same thing. She's not supposed to be a very nice lady, and I don't like her very much as a character. I like the actress very much.
What's the actress's name?
Robin Strasser.
Good morning. You're in AM New York.
Hello?
Yes.
Yes, I wanted to tell her that my favorite actress is Karen Wolek, and I want to know what's going to happen to her.
Is who?
Who's your favorite actress?
Karen.
Oh, Karen.
Karen Wolek.
Well, she's in kind of a lot of trouble at the moment, as you might have guessed.
What's the trouble?
I'll fill you in very quickly. She was being blackmailed, and she had to prostitute herself, and she's married to our Dr. Wonderful on the show. And, of course, when I was on trial for murder, she came forward and admitted all this, which is the only way I could be cleared of the murder. And now she's in a lot of trouble because her husband doesn't love her anymore, and would you? And she still loves him, and she was forced to do it, and she's living in Mrs. Hopkins' boarding house, which is where all bad people go when they have nowhere else to live. They all go to Mrs. Hopkins, who serves them tea and takes care of them. She's
a nice
wonderful.
lady.
Sally
Yeah,
Grayson.
yeah,
She's
right.
just
She's
sensational.
Good morning. You're in AM New York.
Yes, I'd like to ask John a couple of questions.
Yes.
John, is there any possibility in the future of Jill and Frank getting together again?
I'm afraid so.
Great.
Yeah, there's signs. I think she, as a character, I'm aware of the fact that she still has very strong feelings for Frank, but I don't think they're particularly healthy, and I'm doing my best to put her on a much more productive, healthy track, and I don't think I'm being awfully successful.
You know, John, the first call that came into you was saying that they didn't like what you did. Now, the writers pretty much decide what happens. Do you have any input with the writers? How about you, Erika?
Not really, no. No, if I ever had an exceptionally brilliant idea, I would go to our head writer, Gordon Russell, and I would tell him it is completely up to him and ABC whether they accept that idea or not. Well, primarily, it's all his ideas.
Well, it was our idea to have you on because our viewers insisted upon it. So you'll have to come back so we can talk more soaps. I think you're the finest actress in the world, those who do soap operas.
How kind of you to say that.
Thank you, Janet. That's very kind.
We'll be back with more. Don't go away. Yes, yes. We're out of bed and we're on the couch here. We have straightened out our act. And we're talking all week long, you know, to your favorite soap people. Certainly they've been my favorite soap people. And we're going to wind up our 5-part series talking to, I guess you would say, America's most loved couple. And they are on One Life to Live. You know Erika Slezak. She was on our show earlier. And she plays Victoria Lord Riley. And last but not least, we finally got Lee Patterson to come over. He's been out on his boat sunning.
And they never go to bed again.
After that scene over there.
A little too hectic for me.
How do you like your sheets?
I like them plain and simple.
Plain and simple.
Yes, it's a little unnerving to wake up in the morning with that sort of stuff.
Well, anyway, you're on One Life to Live as Joe Riley. And the two of you are married now. You've been married how long on the soaps?
We were just trying to figure that out. I think it's about 5 years. There's only one person who remembers how long we've been married, and she sends us cards and things. It's about 5 years, I think. Because
Did you get
we came back to the show 7 years ago.
Did you get wedding presents from viewers?
No.
A lot of soap people say they get wedding presents and anniversary presents.
We get anniversary
I got
presents.
threatening notes from my family. But
You should.
no, I'm not married.
We get anniversary presents and things like that, yes. Yeah.
You're not married?
No, I'm not married.
Have you ever been?
No.
No?
It's,
He's available, I guess. When Victoria is not looking, right?
well,
That's right, that's right.
hi, Brian. That's her husband, Brian Davies, marvelous actor.
Oh, is he in town?
Yes.
No, he's
in
out on the
town.
coast, isn't
As
he?
we speak.
No, he's
yeah,
back.
I
We
think
just
he's
came
out.
back from
I think he's in there, in that camera.
He's right in that
Oh,
little
we got to
box.
get Brian on show to see your real life husband.
That's right.
But you know, I remember you from Surfside 6.
You have an incredible memory.
Sure do.
You've been very young.
Super sleuth on the surf. How long ago was that?
That was, we did that back in 1951.
Yeah, don't tell either our ages.
I used to watch Lee. I was madly in love with him when I was growing up. I was already very grown up.
You know who else
Bless
I was
your
in
heart.
love with? Speaking of watching television in the early days, it's your father, Walter Slezak.
Oh,
He's a
you.
brilliant actor.
Isn't he?
And the last time you were on the show, you know, we had so many other people on that I didn't want to slight them by spending the time to talk about you and your father. But how is he?
He's extremely well. I expect they're watching this morning. My mother and father have moved from Europe back to this country, and they bought a house in Manhasset, Long Island. And they just came back from Europe 2 days ago from a lovely vacation. And I think they're sort of still getting settled in the house. But they're very, very well, both of them.
Now, you have siblings too, don't you?
Yes, I have a sister who's just finishing her first year in law school at BC, at Boston College, I think. And my brother is in Seattle, Washington. He's learning how to be a pilot of small planes, seaplanes, and little
Well,
planes.
Walter's also a pilot.
My father,
He's,
yes, my father
We
was a
were
pilot.
proud we had him on the show, too.
Oh,
Yes.
was he? Did he make
Marvelous,
an
yes,
He played your father on
He
the
played
show.
my godfather. I already
Yeah.
had a father. He played my
Yeah.
godfather who came. As a matter of fact, when Lee came back on the show, and in all the sort of trouble and kerfuffle on the show, I was married to somebody else, and my father was brought on the show as my godfather to persuade my then husband to give me a divorce so that I could marry Joe again.
That's my Walter.
Yeah.
Did he enjoy playing with you? Did he enjoy being on the soaps?
Yes, I think he did. I had to give him my dressing room because I had a dressing room on the first floor. No, I think he did enjoy it. I thought it was a lot of fun. The thing was that the very first time he was on the show, he was supposed to walk into the room and say, "Victoria, my dear, you look beautiful as ever." And when the taping time came, he walked on the set and he said, "Victoria, my dear, you look so beautiful you could be my own daughter." And I burst into tears.
He knows.
She does.
Oh, he's fabulous. He knows his cameras. you
Yeah,
know.
oh, does he ever? And it's
Consummate
like-
Well, now, he
professional.
did live television, didn't he?
He did everything.
Well, he's done everything. He's the consummate professional. At one point, I recall the director said, well, are you going to come out with that line? And he said something to the effect of, well, they're not taking a picture of it yet. You know, wait till the camera goes on.
He started in the
Marvelous.
earliest days of television with all. I mean, he was on all the live days.
Like Playhouse,
90s, Studio One,
yeah.
all of them. And he started. I remember our very first television set in California. I think we only got it because he was doing a live one, very, very early days in sort of the late 40s.
Would you
Little
like
screen.
to do your
Tiny
soaps
screen.
live? I know you kind of do them like live.
thank
but you don't like live television?
No, thank you.
Jerry, bring me.
Wow.
Will you? I just dropped the thing.
It's all right.
I would think that might be much too nerve-wracking. I'm sorry in a way that I never did experience it. Lee, you certainly did.
Yes, I did that.
It would be panic time.
Well, I don't think
love
so.
it,
No,
though.
Erika could handle that beautifully. She's right on top of it all the time. You're one of the few people today I think that could really handle that.
I'll pay you later.
She told me to say it. Why, you know.
But speaking of fine actors, I know you all are proud of Al Freeman.
Yes, we want to say that
Junior.
Al Freeman Jr. won yesterday the Daytime Emmy for Best Actor on a daytime serial, and we are so
Yes.
proud of him.
Now he's
We're-
Captain
Ed Hall.
Captain Ed Hall.
Yeah.
Now he's married to Carla.
To Ellen Holly, who was on the
That's
show on Wednesday.
Now, speaking of that, this is a redeeming factor for television because the four of us are sitting here talking about how the corporate structure and perhaps the viewership are not receptive to black actors. And here, Al Freeman Jr. wins the Emmy.
Who said they're not receptive?
Yeah, didn't know that.
Well,
Actually, that's not quite, wouldn't be in the same line, because the Emmys are voted on by members of the National Academy, by his peers.
By his peers.
It has nothing to do with the audience. But I think it's a bigger honor because of that. His peers voted him Best Actor.
What kind of
And
mail,
he is a super actor.
What kind of mail do you all get about that? Do they mind about certain issues and social problems
I would think our
about?
producers, Joe Stewart, would get more of that kind of
Does he
mail.
share it with you?
Well,
Sometimes.
sometimes, but we just don't have the time for that kind of get involved in that sort of thing. And that, of course, is his responsibility. He gears this, and our writers, Gordon, Russell, and so on. These people handle that side of it. Most of the mail I get is more or less personal, or from people who watch us and talk about Joe, Riley, and Viki, and really they don't seem to bother me. Do they bother you about, or get on to you about any issues?
No, not really.
No,
You know
I
what
think it's more of
happened
a
to me
personal thing,
was,
which I like.
I was out in California, and I interviewed Doug and Julie of Days of Our Lives, who are Susan
Seaforth Hayes and Doug
Bill.
Hayes.
Yeah, Doug,
Bill Hayes.
Bill Hayes.
Plays Doug.
I was in their
You know all
home,
these
and
things.
you know what? I did just what you did. I said to Julie before the interview, not Julie, Susan. I said to Susan before the interview, I said such and such and such and such. I said, and Doug, and she says, be grown up. It's Bill. Now, isn't it natural for somebody to make that mistake?
Very
to
natural.
call you Victoria, to call you Joe.
I like
mean,
it
you
when
get
they do.
upset.
I've had people
It's a very
apologize to
natural
me and say,
mistake.
I'm sorry I called you Joe, your real name is Lee. And I said, they hear Joe all
That's
day. Why should
right.
they know Lee?
Well, I mean, I think she maybe was being a little bit oversensitive, but no, people do that all the time.
Yeah, but I was
Sure,
real. My
most
feelings
people
were really hurt.
Don't know
because-
our real names, I
In
think.
fact, I answer to Joe, Lee, and hey you.
But doesn't that bother you that people don't know your real names, your own personal identity?
No. Not in the slightest. Why? How could they? They hear Joe all day, or, you know.
They
So
hear
I'm-
one
I'm-
name and they identify us so
Sure.
closely to those with those
Sure.
characters. It doesn't bother me in the slightest. I'm delighted that they watch the program, and I'm delighted they know us.
That's okay. What we're going to do is we're going to take a break. Laverne Harvey is over there going, if you ever hear that, that means that I got to go. We'll be right back. We're going to open up the telephones and let you talk to Erika and Lee. Hello, Mr. Walter Slezak. I've just been advised that you're watching us. Maybe you'll even call us if you want to talk to your daughter or your daughter's husband on the soap.
I don't want to talk to him.
We're here with Lee Patterson and Erika Slezak, and we have your call. Good morning in AM New York. Good morning.
Hello.
Hi.
Hi. My name's Irene Scarola from Jackson Heights, and I'd like to ask Erika, whatever did happen to her other husband, who was Steve on the show at the time.
Right.
What happened to him? You know, I forget because I've been watching the show quite frequently, but sometimes I miss a show or two, you know.
Well, I tell you, when Joe and I were married again, when Joe and Viki were married again, then they really couldn't keep Steve around because he was so heartbroken. So they sent him to Europe as a roving reporter, and I think he's still roving. He said,
Wonderful actor,
he said,
though.
a wonderful
actor, and a very
He
dear
actually went
friend
right
of
on
ours.
to another soap, Somerset.
Good morning. You're at AM New York.
Hello?
Yes.
I'd like to ask Viki
Yep.
if she enjoyed playing Nikki Smith in contrast to her regular character on the show.
What was the second half of the question?
I didn't hear it either.
You played Nikki Smith for a while.
That's right.
And did you enjoy the transition?
Oh, yes. Nikki is my favorite character. And sometimes at home, I don't dress up as Nikki, but I talk like Nikki, and I love it.
Now, this is
Hiya,
playing
honey.
a double role here.
Yes,
Did you
yes, that was my...
schizoid or?
Originally, Victoria. I didn't play it in the very beginning because I only took over this role after, I think the show had been on the air about 3 years. But originally, Victoria was... Schizophrenic is not quite the right term. She had a multiple personality, dual personality. And Nikki was her other half. And they resurrected it recently in terms of flashbacks and recalls. And I love doing it. Absolutely love
And
it.
you did it beautifully.
Yeah, I saw her.
She is the
Beautiful job
trashiest
you did.
lady, and I love her.
But now, see, that's what I keep hearing from everybody. Everybody wants to be a bad guy on the soaps.
She's not bad.
All the bad guys want to be
She's
good
just a
guys.
good time girl.
Naughty, like Fran Lee.
Yeah.
I think you see that throughout the industry. So I've met so many bad, worked with a lot of heavyweights, and always want to be the good guys, and good guys always want to be the bad guys, but that's just to use all facets of their talents.
It's fun to play the other half. It
To
really
give a
is.
chance and a challenge to do that.
Yeah.
Good morning. Your name, New York.
Hi.
Hi.
I just want to say to Viki and Joe, I think you two are very beautiful people in real life and on stage. Also, I'd like to know what happened to Meredith in real life. Where is she acting or playing? What is she doing now?
She's in California at the moment, and
She's married.
And she's married, and she has a baby, and I understand very happy. You talked to her last.
Yeah, I talked to Lynn. Her name is Lynn Benish. I talk to her every once in a while when I'm in California. She's very happy. She got a beautiful baby. The girl's 2.5, almost 3 years old.
She's a lovely lady.
Jennifer's her name, I think. Jenny.
Good morning. You're in AM New York.
Hello?
Yes.
I'd like to ask Viki or Joe what happened to the old Dorian Lord.
Oh, yeah. What happened to Dorian?
Which one?
The old one. We've never had an old one.
The one about 4 or 5 years ago, maybe.
The recent one? The one that's just...
The last one or the one
Robin
before?
Straza took over for. She is married.
I just want to know what happened to her.
Oh, well, she went to California. She's married, and her husband is an actor and in California, and as she should. She wants to be near her husband.
That was Claire Malice.
Claire Malice, and she wanted to be near her husband, and I respect her for that. And so she's gone to be with her husband in California.
Well, I want to ask Erika and Lee, what are you doing over the weekend? What do you do for leisure time? I know you were...
I'm going to my boat any minute.
Any minute. Any minute?
He's going to his boat, and my husband and I, my real-life husband, Brian, and Davies and I are going house hunting.
And they're going to join me on my boat next week.
I would love to join you. I would love to go house hunting with you, but I have an apartment already. Thank you both for joining us.
Thank you,
My pleasure.
Janet.
Lovely week. It's a nice closing to our soap opera week. We'll be back with more.